Hey everyone, this is Rick. A year ago, I had a dream. I had a dream of, doing 2 stages of cleaning and pressing to a comic book. One is I would wash it with a MacuClean and do just a regular press with no chamfer for just whatever happens. Send the thing in, get it graded, get the grade back, go to town on it, do the second level stuff with all of my pressing techniques, and then see how the grade improves, and then show that it does. It's a blue label, and I screwed it up a little bit, so I'm not sure it's going to work out great. But what I did was I took this Batman 423 that I bought new, cost me 75 cents way back when, and I sent it into grading last year. Just got it back, and then I broke it out of this case, and it was blue label, good. So I got a 9.2 on it, and then it had some pretty serious spine ticks, and I was expecting whatever I get. I don't know. I'm not playing the game of pretending I'm able to predict. You'll rarely hear me try to predict what I think a grade of a comic book will be, because it's just not what I'm about. So anyway, I'm gonna send it back and see, hey, what do I get? But I messed it up a little bit. Not for the thing that I was trying to do, which was fix the spine ticks. That came out okay, but I screwed it up a little bit. So for those of you who don't want to watch the entire video, which is, I know some of you, I've gotten several complaints that people have to watch my videos on 1.5 speed because I guess they're bored and they need to get even more YouTube in than they're normally getting at a faster speed than normal, and that's them. They can do as they will. I want to show you some of these pictures here. Just let me pause this for just 1 second. There, and finally now I can sort of see my own images. So these will be I'll just show you the initial before and after side by sides, and I'll show you the larger group pictures in more detail later. So for those of you who are impatient, you can see that this is what I'm calling section B of this cover. Before and after. See some spine ticks here. This is section I call bats, before and after. And yes, there is a mark on there. I did that. Please, you do not have to tell me. I know, I get it. Please don't, please, dear God, please don't email me or text me that you noticed something. Okay, thank you. So there's before and after here. Concentrate on the spine ticks. And then we have something. This is just the same, that sort of bottom area with the spine ticks indicated that I wanted to concentrate on. There's some more pictures of some spine ticks before and after. And this top indicia, not indicia, but the logo, whatever they call that area here, some spine ticks on the left. And that's it for that part of it, that you can see those. And I'll have a few others I'll talk over here in a moment, is showing you some of the larger pictures. I'll kind of go over those, not in a moment, but at the end of the video, after you see everything, you can see those in more detail if that's something of interest to you. So I'll show you how I break the first part is how I break it out of the case, and then I'm going to do a regular press with a chamfered board and show you how that reduces some of it, and then I'll go at it with a tick attack board and get the rest out, and then show you a final outro. So for those of you who have seen enough, I'll see you later. And those of you who want the deep dive into more of the ugly nitty gritty to see how the sausage is made, please hang on and see more. Take care. Bye-bye. Try to open this case here with a Dremel. We're going to start by getting these connection points here. And we're going to put the cutting tool in here. Usually put a spot here where they heat seal it. And we'll cut through that. There we go. And then I don't think there's one on the other side. So walk our tool around. It becomes a lot simpler now to get this open. And so, come on, comic book. It should break along the seam without those tabs. And then now I'm going to start holding the book more planar because I don't want the book to fall out while I'm doing this. Now there's a danger that it could actually come out of there. Walk this around. Get this over here. This corner's going to come up pretty easily now that I've cut the tabs. I'm just going to walk this guy around. Come on. There we go. Almost there to the point that I can just about pop it open on my own. Right. Here. I don't know why I'm trying to preserve this case so much. I just am, and then here comes our book. There's the label, and then this is our comic book. It's heated now. Okay, so now I'm just tapping it down one side. I sometimes use a backing board to hold it while I'm doing this. It's a little steady, and it also prevents me from accidentally cutting the book if I put a backing board right here. And I tapped it down to one side. You can just take a pair of scissors, or you'll see me use a X-Acto knife sometimes for this. It just depends on what I have handy. I like the X-Acto knife because it's easier to not bend the book while I'm doing it. But I'm just gonna cut this here. A pair of scissors. There. It's now open this way, and I'm gonna do one more way so I can get the top. And again, I'm going to use this backing board to sort of keep the book stiff, and it helps prevent me from cutting the book itself on accident, which is obviously not something I want to do. And we will get my hand here. That's the thing, is you won't want to, you can only go in so far with the scissors before your hand starts to interfere with the cover itself. There we go. Just cut this here, just as my insurance. There we go. And then now I can get the book out of here. Ensure that I've got the book is now free. Is now free to be removed. I'm going to put it back in, but we're going to work on the book later. I'll get these spine ticks out, and then I will resubmit. And that is that. Okay, so we just preheated this book in our heat press for a little bit, and this is the book we just broke out of this case here so that people can see. And we're going to do this in two stages. We took a picture of the spine ticks beforehand, and now we're going to put our chamfer board in, and I am not going to use silicone release paper on the inside because I'm not trying to save the paper. I'm going to tuck it in nice and close to this edge here. Then we're going to take our heat press, which is at 160 preheated, and I have a preheated aluminum board on the bottom, and I'm going to put some paper on the bottom. This is just the most basic press you can possibly do, and I'm not doing anything else. I'm just going to sandwich this thing and put this on the top here. And I am going to put another board on the top of it. This is just a regular thin comic book board, and just in case there are any imperfections in the aluminum board on the top. Then I'm going to take this guy here, and that was a little bit warm, but it's cooled off significantly. And we're going to put this at about 50 to 60 pounds of pressure here. So we're going to just smash this joker in a little bit. That's about 50 pounds. That's about right there. And the temperature, if you watch this, may drop if it hasn't been warmed up significantly. I don't really see it dropping.
Yeah.
So it may be good enough. There it goes.
Oh.
Now it dropped. And then it'll go back up. When it goes back up, we'll do it for 600 seconds. And then we will let it sit in there until it comes to ambient temperature, and then we're going to cold press it.
Okay.
So wait till it comes back up. See how it's 151?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
Nope, you've done this before. You've seen this. This is
Yeah, it's pretty common right now.
Yeah, you're like a pro now, right?
Oh, yeah. I just do the watching, though, most of the time.
Yeah. All right, we're almost there, right? So 600 seconds. We're going to let it cool to ambient. We'll see how long that takes. Ambient temperature today in here is 68 degrees. All right, so it's made it back. We're going to push start, right? So we're going to go to oops, sorry, what am I setting it for? Start, which is this one here.
Gosh, it's confusing.
The down arrow. I should have pushed the wrong arrow. I'm nervous on camera. And then when this is done, we're going to turn it off, and then we'll let it sit until it hits ambient temperature. Okay, that's all I've got to do.
Great.
Stop. So if we use the same flashlight trick, I'm going to get at a low angle here. You can see that we got a lot of it out, but there are still some spots, right? So there's one right there, here. There's one right under the DC by the bat wing there. We'll do that one first, and then we'll get these other guys. Look at that guy. I think it looks better, but there's still some guys in there, so we're going to go ahead and get those out next. So here's one section with a normal press that I sent it in and got graded. This was just with a backing board, and this is with a chamfer press. You can see it looks even somewhat worse, but it's because of the angle of the flashlight. It looks cleaner, of course. And this is the Tic-Tac. Now, there are scrapes. Yes, I know. Please don't tell me. And that's what it looks like with the Tic-Tac board. Concentrate on this area here by the bat wing. And you can just study the three differences of levels. We'll go over a few more here in a moment. I'll let you take a look at these. Okay, so similarly, and I know you haven't seen the Tic-Tac board yet, but there's normal pressing that I did without anything in it before I sent it in. You get these were not removed. Actually, maybe they reverted. They may have just reverted. Well, I think that they were just always there. Here's with the chamfer pressing board. You can see they're about the same, really, just slightly less. Honestly, they were just a little better. And this is with the Tic-Tac board. You can see a difference there. And again, yes, I know there's a line there. I'll tell you more about it as the story progresses, but I'll let this soak in for a minute, and you can just study this for yourself. And because I think you're getting the hang of this now, I'm just going to show you the cape area. I'm calling the cape section cape initial and cape final. You can take a look at this and see if you can spot any differences. And this final one was after, on the right, was after my Tic-Tac board's use, and the initial one was just, you know, as I got it. So as I've shown before, we're going to take our Tic-Tac board, and to get around the staples, we're going to use the little cutout, and we are going to start with this guy here. We're going to look for some spine ticks. And this is easier to do with low light, which makes it bad for filming, I know, but so we're going to start at the top with this one by the DC, actually. So I'm going to take, and there's the staples on the back up there, so I'm going to take the back side of the Tic-Tac board, and we're going to get that fella first. I'm going to take my silicone paper, and I'm just going to figure eight this out here on the lower temperature setting, And again, I hope this is showing up on the camera. I have no idea. Let's see how this looks now. We'll take our guy here. Yep, that's a little there, mostly gone. Let's see what else we got here. We have, oh, that's still there. We have our work cut out for us. We're going to go down here by this wing, and we're going to get that fella out of there. This, this may take a long time. We may be doing this for a while, so this is what we do. And I'm not pressing very hard. It's just going to take me a while to do this. All right, oops, see here. Well, folks, I messed up on this guy a little bit. Here's how. In my haste, I reached over and grabbed this thin parchment paper instead of the thicker, really craft silicone paper. And as a consequence, you'll notice here I scratched the cover here and a couple spaces here with one of the kind of worn out sharper edges of this tacking iron. So I messed up. It's not good. In fact, it's pretty bad. But so I really can't. I'll submit this anyway. But let's take a look at what we're here for, which is the. Let's see about the ticks. So the ticks are a lot less. I'd say there's a little bit of presence of ticks still I need to work on, but they're not nearly as bad as they were. And I'll take some photos here and we'll that's disappointing, but there's less of them. It's frustrating when this happens, but you know what? I paid 75 cents for this book and I got 75 cents worth of entertainment out of it. It's just this, I scratched the cover. I can possibly fix that, but without color touching it. But I don't know if I want to. Let's see. I'll just work on this a little bit more, and then I will get back to you. Well, here we are. It would have been great, except I biffed it. So here's that spine now, with the spine to tick attack boards. But guess what? Look at this right there. See how I scratched it? That's right there. That's my bad. That was this guy here. That was this here. And I've used it so much that this enamel's come off. I should really, you know what I should do? Damn it, I'm going to do that. Actually, I just thought of this. Why didn't I think of this before? I'm going to send this out and get this Teflon coated too. See how it gets kind of worn out on the edges? And I should have used the thicker craft paper and not this parchment paper. But I keep them by each other, and because I was wearing my GoPro thing on my head, I didn't want to look that way, and I grabbed the wrong piece, and therefore I kind of rubbed too hard through the stuff, and I made that mark. So that is my bad. I might be able to do something to fix that, but I may not even try. It might just be a goner. But I mean, the spine, it does look better. That was my main mission. Should I even send it back now and get it regraded? Well, why not, I guess. It kind of misses the whole point of the thing from that, but well, we'll see. I will maybe try to fix that. See what I can do. And yes, without doing color touch. Hey everybody, thanks for watching my ultra long video. I don't often ask people for much of anything. I rarely talk about liking and subscribing videos. I rarely talk about monetary value. I never ask people to send me money or gifts or anything, but I just noticed that I've got like 3,500 subscribers, and I wonder how many we could get. I was shocked. I don't really look at it very much, and I was thinking, wow, that's kind of a lot. So for a long time, I only had like 6. And so then it got, then for a very long time, it was like 500 or 600, and then it just sort of went crazy. Anyway, I want to see if I ask the question, hey, like and subscribe this video. I wonder how much attention we can get for all of us to help one another out. And so do it. So if this is your, if you watch these videos a lot and you haven't subscribed, please think about doing it. I want to see if I can push that up to 5,000. That's a big jump from 3,200 or 30, whatever I'm at, 30 something number. But anyway, I just want to see if we can do it. So try it, see what happens, and I'll keep making videos. Either way, it's going to affect you not at all. So, but I just wanted to see how many people out there, if I asked, would actually bother to push that button. So anyway, take care. See you guys later. Bye-bye.